Good morning, my sweet friends. Happy Tuesday. Currently using my I Am Creative mug. Super cute. My friend Amy makes them in her shop. Water, and I've drinking almost all my kombucha, but I wanted to show you guys what I got from Whole Foods yesterday. There's my little bag that I already emptied. But to what I got from Whole Foods, I got 2 organic lemons, 2 organic Honeycrisp apples. This is from Trader Joe's, but I stole this from my grandma. Organic ginger, pear, white tea. It sounded really good. I got a bunch of bananas, organic bananas for smoothies. This was my grandpa's, but I tried this and I stole it as well. This is the deodorant that I use from Whole Foods. I think you can also get it at Sephora. Also, I'm trying to eat, not that I'm giving up gluten, I'm trying to eat less gluten. And my friend had these at a party, and these are so freaking good, and the ingredients are really good as well. So the problem with gluten-free and a lot of like vegan foods is that sometimes they are super processed and just have a fuck ton of ingredients that you don't need. But look at that. So much better. Super yummy. They're very flavorful. Like, you can taste the onion and the garlic. And then I picked up 2 more of my Pink Lady apple kombuchas. Organic avocado. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I need to eat more plant-based fats. So, and then this is one of mine and Noah's favorite magazines. I only buy it like once every season, but this is super great. We love this magazine because we keep them and we mark pages of places that we want to go that would look really cool. So that's how we get ideas for most of our trips, is that magazine. So yeah, or Instagram, because like I follow, most of the people I follow on Instagram are like photography accounts and like adventure.
And in fact, it was something that I found of value that I could use and that I could...
I really appreciate the time that we had reading those Seth books, because if it had not been for those books, I don't think that I would have had the transition.
Hello again, my sweet friends. It is still Tuesday, but today has taken a serious turn for the best. Okay, so a little backstory. On Sunday, I was really thinking how I miss Big Sur. If you somehow have never heard how much I love Big Sur is my favorite place in the fucking world. Literally, if you've never heard of Big Sur, never seen a picture of Big Sur, first of all, you need to follow me on Instagram, MarissaLace. But Google Big Sur real quick. Great, got a visual. And on Sunday, I was thinking how much I wanted to go to Big Sur. And Big Sur is like 2-3 hours away, depending on, you know, traffic, how fast you drive, everything like that. So I was gonna go Sunday, but then we ended up going to Presidio and looking at the apartment. Oh my God, so many baby calves. I love and respect you. I'm glad you're with your mothers. Just want to take them all. Honestly though, if I ever went to jail, it'd probably be for stealing animals. But, so I was gonna go on Sunday. We ended up going to Presidio and like walking around, touring like the beautiful big cemetery on the hill and looking at the bridge. There was rainbows. We like just toured and like went all over Presidio, which was super amazing, super fun. And so then today, like I told you this morning, I was finishing up everything for the Light, Love, and Lace launch, which everything's pretty much done. I was just like on the final day, like to go through everything and make sure, like, you know, I recount, like, what am I trying to say? I like take stock of everything again to make sure the numbers are right, to make sure everything's right on the site, so we don't oversell, undersell, whatever it may be. And so I sit down to do my emails, and I have literally, you guys, over 20 emails from you guys asking if, like, for future reference, the launches could be on the weekends, which I totally get, because a lot of you guys work during the day, have school during the day. And to be honest, they normally are kind of on weekends, but today it was just like a very random day. It was just like I wanted to get them up as soon as I could. Long story short, the launch is now moving to Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I was like, what do I want to do with my day? And I was like, hey, I really want to write more of my book. If you guys don't know, I'm working on an ebook, and I was like, okay, let's work on my book. And I was talking a lot this morning about creativity, and I was like, well, should I go to like a coffee shop? Should I go like just hang out at my grandma's house? Do I want to go to the city? Like, what do I want to do? And I'm like, fuck that. You know where I feel so inspired and so motivated and full of love and light and just like my best, highest self? Big Sur. So you know what I'm doing right now? I am driving to Big Sur to work on my book and to just be there and be around the energy there. And I know it can sound really wild and really silly, but, and I know everyone can't do this, which I do want to take a moment of gratitude, like thank God, thank the universe that I have this car, that I have the opportunity to work from home and be able to do this. But like, even if it was a weekend and you just wanted to do something but you had no one to do it with, like, go by yourself. Literally do what makes you happy. Do what lights you up. And even this morning, I know this sounds really funny, but this morning I finally felt like myself. Like, I've definitely felt myself getting better and felt myself more in alignment and getting back to myself, but this morning I truly felt like my highest self and back on track, and like I was just in alignment again. That's the only way to explain it. And I have not felt so happy and so full of love is not the right word. I just feel like love. I am love. That's how I feel. And like just so, like, I'm just vibrating. I'm just so exciting. Like, exciting. I'm excited. I'm just so happy. And it's raining. I really love rain. I see rain as like purification and like just cleansing everything away. And maybe I find it really beautiful because we're also in a drought, so I take that pretty seriously. But yeah, so I'm so excited. I'll be there in like an hour. I'm currently listening to the same book that I was listening to when I was doing my morning routine this morning, which is The Law of Attraction, The Basics of the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I really, really suggest it. I love this book. It's my second time listening to it. I've also listened to their Money and the Law of Attraction book, which it's funny that it's called Money and the Law of Attraction because it talks about Law of Attraction with everything, not just money. And I'm happy that Bonnie or Rebecca suggested that book in a video because I really, really loved it.
Equally, not stopping to question whether you want it or not, but offering you by law whatever it is that you are focused upon. It is a most wondrous law, for as all laws, it is absolute and consistent, and it works even in your ignorance of it. As you begin to give thought, no matter where the stimulation has come from.
Okay. See, it's not about you right now. We might have a slight problem. I'm setting the intention that it'll be okay, but I just passed the sign. So I'm in Carmel right now, which is almost to Big Sur, and I just passed a sign saying that the highway is closed at Big Sur. But I'm gonna see how far in I can get, and if anything, I mean, Carmel is just as beautiful. Okay, not as beautiful, no offense, Carmel. So I just messaged my friend Mariah, who lives, I think she lives in Big Sur. She lives in Big Sur or Carmel, I can't remember. Pretty sure Big Sur. She works at the Big Sur bakery. And when Noah and I went like almost a year ago, she was like, oh my God, I watch your videos, I love you. It was like, oh my God, hello. So I just messaged her, because we talk every now and then now. And I was like, girl, my love, do you know how far in that they're closed? Which, it makes sense that the highway would be closed, but at the same time, it's such like a big, long highway, I don't know to where it will be closed. And also, on Waze, I have it taking me to the Big Sur River Inn, and it doesn't have any closures. So if I can get as far as there, I feel like I can get to the Big Sur bakery. So we'll figure it out. Either way, this was a beautiful drive. I regret nothing, but I'm sure everything will work out, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. Which to be totally honest, like I know people are probably gonna judge me, but I wasn't like gonna hike it or anything. I was just gonna do one of the really pretty pull-offs and work in my car, to be honest. So as long as I can like get to one of the pull-offs, which is just on the highway, we should be okay. Which, I've said which like 1,000 times, I'm really sorry. But it makes sense for the highway to be closed. That's what I was trying to say, because it is like raining really hard, and if you guys have ever driven on the one, it's all like cliffs and like rocky, so there's a lot of like rock mudslide. It's not a mudslide, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, so it totally makes sense. We will figure it out either way. It'll be beautiful, it'll be great. But yeah, if anything, I'll just be in Carmel, which is still just fun. I was gonna say just as fun, but that's a lie, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, and the rain is going on and off, which is kind of nice because there will be a moment or two for me to get out of my car, which will be lovely. And I'm just like praying / setting the intention that I'm gonna be able to go to the bakery. Or, let me look at this view. Oh my god, like it's so beautiful because it's stormy, so like the water is like all wavy and crazy on the cliffs. So beautiful. Just like fucking me up right now. You guys, we made it to the bridge, which is like a really big step. I didn't even think we'd make it this far, to be real. Okay, but I'm gonna put my jacket on and then try and take a photo outside. Also, side note, nobody knows that I'm here. That was a really bad call on my end. Like, what if, never mind. Ow, Bun, stop being so high. Yeah, nobody knows that I'm here. So if something were to happen to me, well, honestly, if something happened to me, this would be probably my ideal way to go. So I wouldn't hate it. Oh my god, like the rain is so beautiful. Okay, I'm soaking wet. They might hit my car. No, we're good. Sorry. Also, most people really think I'm weird for doing all these things by myself, but I really love it. Okay. I need to dry my phone off a little bit. Probably should have worn waterproof mascara. Oh well. Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell, my face is like soaking wet, but that's okay, right? That's okay. Also, it looks like I can drive over the bridge, so I'm gonna go try and have, oh my god, sir, this is not the place to back up. Okay, I'm gonna try and drive over the bridge. We're gonna see how, like, I look like a wet rat. Those guys every time, they're like, oh, it's really raining. They went on like a trail run, and I'm like, ha ha ha, yeah. I guess so. Next stop, rocks, more water, more rain. Okay, update. I was not able to get to the Big Sur bakery, but I was able to get to the Fernwood Grill, which is one of my favorite places. So I'm gonna eat lunch here, and then I'm gonna go back the other way, and yeah. Lunch, had a super yummy salad with like this tarragon dressing, tarragon goddess dressing, she said. Oh, bomb. And their fries are so good. So, currently driving back the other way. So what she was telling me is that there's been like a bunch, and Mariah actually messaged me back as well, that there's been a bunch of like rock slides. What are they called? Why do I always do this? Whatever, anywho, you know what I mean. Where the cliff and the rocks and the dirt, they come down, they get on the highway, you can't drive, it's not safe. So, on South 101, I think it's called, almost 24 years old, don't know how to talk highway yet, but I'll figure it out one day. They've had a bunch of those things, so that half is closed. And, oh my god, like the river is insane right now. I've never seen it so big or move so fast. Eek. That's insane. I don't think there's a spot I could pull over and like look at it, but whatever. So, essentially, I'm going back down the way I came. Just so y'all know, I was just trying to get a photo. Like, I should have worn waterproof mascara. I'm dripping! It's literally storming. I had to come back into the car because the wind was so intense that I literally almost fell off the cliff. So, that's how that went. But this is fun. I don't care what anyone says. This is fun. And you know what? It's even more fun that I'm doing it by myself. I love it. This is everything. Just to give you guys a little taste. Windy as hell. What is hell? Worth it as hell. The book is done. We finished the book again, which, by the way, the book is The Law of Attraction, The Basics, by Esther and Jerry Hicks, one of my all-time favorite books about the law of attraction, and I think everyone should read it. Ignore my face, ignore my hair. The wind, okay, I wanted to look up what the winds actually were, which I didn't even think about, like, to look what the winds, how do I look that up when you're incompetent as hell? Winds, 20 miles an hour. That doesn't sound that fast, but I swear they were really fast and like effing my shit up. But I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming along on my wild, random Big Sur adventure. And like, this is one of those times where I talk about creating your own happiness and following your heart. And I had the most beautiful day, and there were so many times, I'm gonna be very like open and honest and vulnerable, and I think that a big part of your view is talking about the good times and the bad times, and this right now is a really good time, so I want to talk about this. But I know I spent a lot of the time talking to the camera in the car, and you know, I'm excited to post these pictures on Instagram and share these things with you, and you know, I'm trying to make, I like my captions now to have some meaning to them, and like, I hope people read them and actually feel a little bit better. But there were so many times today where I started tearing up, just realizing how happy I was, and this is one of those moments where I get very happy for myself and proud of myself for actually listening to doing what I want. And so many people today, when either if we were both stopped like taking photos, or when I went to lunch and they were like, oh, who are you here with? And I'm like, you're looking at her, and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool, you do this by yourself. And I like tell people I love doing things by myself. Like, do things by yourself, build that relationship up with yourself, do what makes you happy. Like, if you don't like traveling, if going out and taking photography photos, you know, I don't know if I even showed you guys that we brought the Big Daddy, we as in me, myself, and I, like, if that doesn't sound like a good time to you, do what makes you happy. If you've been wanting to, you know, turn your phone off, go to a movie by yourself, go to dinner by yourself, if you've been wanting to take cooking classes, if you've been wanting to take karate classes, or anything, if you want to dye your hair pink, follow your heart. There's a reason that you are feeling these things, and I just want us to remember to follow your heart. There's a reason you get these urges. That sounds a little weird. There's a reason that you're like feeling these things, and you're called to do these things, and you're called towards these people in your life and these places. And you know, I said this before and I'll say it again, that yes, I'm very privileged in the sense that, not even privileged, because this is my job and I work very hard, and sometimes I don't give myself enough credit for that I have worked to the place that I'm at now, where I can, you know, choose on a weekday to go somewhere and do something like this. But this is just so beautiful, and such a beautiful example of following your heart and creating your own happiness and chasing your happiness and finding beauty in the smallest things. Like, I really did not do anything today except go on a drive and stand in the rain, and that was beautiful to me, and this brought me so much joy. And today, this morning, I woke up feeling so, like I said this earlier, I felt just love, and I felt so much gratitude, and I just felt like my vibration was higher. I was just like beaming with this new energy, this new love, this new light, and I finally felt like myself, if not a higher version of myself, and back to my highest self. And so to think that, you know, today I was like, wow, I'd really love to do something to celebrate this. Oh, but I have like this launch to go over, and then to open my emails and like see that so many people didn't want it today, I was like, fuck, like the universe has your back, God has your back so much. Like, just trust. If I could like also give one other piece of tip, that your view, there will be obviously like other videos, more professional, but this is like just a vlog of us talking, but just like let it go. Release any expectations of how you think your day should go. If you're constantly like gripping onto your life and holding onto it and thinking that like you have your own plan, and you're just gripping and holding onto it and pulling and trying to get it to go your way, nothing is ever going to feel easy. Nothing is ever going to flow. Simply be. Let your life happen. Have goals, have plans, obviously, but also have an open mind. Let things change. Let things happen. Just be okay in the moment, and know that everything happens for a reason, and that everything is going to be okay. And it's just such a great day, and I love you guys, and thank you so much for coming on this little journey with me and looking at me even though I look like a crazy person. But I'm gonna go now and edit this video for you guys, and I just got to my grandparents' house, so I'm gonna go eat some veggie tacos, and I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Remember, you are love, you are light, and I love you.